We're here at Holiday Bowl in Albuquerque for the title matches of today's event. Vanessa Romero, the top seed in the handicap division, she has to beat number 2 seed Nathan Price by 20 pins to win this game. Nathan's opened in his first 2 frames, and Vanessa has struck in her first 2 frames. Meanwhile, this is the scratch semifinal where Danny has to have this hit to force Jacob to mark in the 10th frame over there. He gets a light hit to carry. He doubled in the 10th of the last game to defeat Josh Helmick. And this double is only enough to keep him alive. If he fills, then Jacob will need 18 in the 10th to win. Whoa! Meanwhile, Vanessa almost leaves a 5-7-10 after the double. And instead it's the equally ugly 7-10. It's going to hold her string here. Fill ball important for Cobine in the 10th. Shreds the rack for 205. Gill needs an 18 fill here, any combination. That's what all. Vanessa's going to just hope to get the 1 here. It's good. Who's their kicker? I don't know. I don't remember who their kicker is. Super Bowl Sunday here, and they were allowed to wear whatever NFL shirt they want, and Vanessa accidentally chose a cowboy shirt. Needing a mark. Here's Gill. He's going to have to spare up that 10 pin. First time in the finals, first time in the title match for Nathan Price. Lots of lack of thumbs going on here today. Of the 10 finalists between the 2 divisions, 5 of them don't use their thumb. Welcome to Bowling 2015. On a house-ish pattern today where a lot of hold in the middle and a lot of friction to the right, that sort of caters to that no-thumb style because it allows a wider margin of error. Still got to look at it in the spares, and he doesn't there, and that's 3 opens to start the match for Price. Jacob has to have this 10, and he missed it. Oh my goodness. Oh. Ouch. This is the 10th. This is the 10 pin for 196, and Danny Cobine escapes into the title match. My goodness, ouch. I feel so bad when that happens. Bad for Jacob, but great for Danny, as we'll see if he can take advantage of that break and move himself towards the title. He's gonna have his hands full against Trey Sledge, who is coming on down right now and has crushed the field to this point. If you want to see some high rev exciting game, watch this guy as he destroys that chair on his way over to the title match pair. Let's see if Price can get on the board here. Yes, he does. All right. First mark in a title match. He was visibly nervous before the start of this match, so it's good to get off the hook there. That was just you betcha. That was just a practice shot from Trey as he shreds that rack. How good has Vanessa Romero been running lately? Won the women's series in Tucson last weekend. Won the women's series yesterday over Adele. Over Adele yesterday. Adele beat her for the women's series title today, but she had other things in her mind as she qualified first today. It was a race between her and Nathan for that top spot. She regained it and finished at plus 306 for her 8 games today. Killed them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games over 200. The other 2 were 190s. Out to a comfortable lead early on here. This is the most successful thing that has ever happened to anyone, including the man himself, while wearing a Romo jersey. It's because they don't realize it's not Romero. They think just the ER, the hair is covering the ER. That must be it. That must be it. We can see the R and the O, but there must be an ER there, so it's really Romero. It can't be just Romo. Nathan a little unique that he starts as a 2-hander, but look, before even the top of the backswing, the other hand comes off the ball. I don't even know how he balances that ball in his hand at the top of the backswing, but he does. And big trouble early on here. Friends trying to cheer him on. A lot of people sticking around here as the big game doesn't start for 2 more hours. We flew through it today.
Thanks to
High scoring patterns help. When you put an easy shot out, we finished about an hour earlier than sports shot tournaments.
Plus 244 to make top 5 in stretch.
Yeah.
That's really high.
Yeah. Nowhere near records though, just for what it's worth. Trey felt like he was striking on every shot. He qualified at plus 380. The record is 564. So,
Yeah.
give you some idea of just how astronomical the all-time record is. And watch this bowling ball. Kaboom. So much speed and so much rotation. Those pins don't have a chance. The only thing that's liable to leave in the pocket are 9 pins, really. An okay shot from Price. Just has to regroup a little bit here. It is a totally different environment. We're sitting back here talking about you. Everybody's watching you. It takes some getting used to, for sure. Let's see if Cobine can take advantage of this large break handed to him. It's been a while since he's won. He's only got a few more opportunities to do so, as he turned 22 yesterday, so this is it for Danny. Nicely down at the spare from Price. Earlier, Price beat Blaine Hurst 244 to 206. Blaine had looked great before that, 277 to 193 over Nathan Wynn, and 206 to 197 over Coreno Sanchez, yesterday's champion. Danny's going to start off with the spare there in that title match, unless the ball hooks right by the 4, which it did. And an early mistake from Cobine. His spare shooting's been spotty here. His strike balls looked as good as everybody else's, but he missed 2 10 pins in the earlier match to give it away until Jacob returned the favor in the 10th. And Vero continues to look awesome over there. Las Cruces, New Mexico, the capital of the female bowling world right now, between her and her over there. 2 of the best females we have on our whole tour, coming right out of Cruces.
Late.
Ah, real nice shot. No problem with this strike ball. He's in the pocket. He's just got to make what he leaves if he happens to leave anything. And he better not leave too much else, because I expect a big game here out of Sledge. 7 out of 8 200s, a high of 279.
All right, Vanessa.
His low game was 189, but his next lowest game was 225, so he has been stringing them all day long. Oh, jeez. Who put the candle pins at the end of the rack? Those can't be normal bowling 10 pins. Holy Toledo. Can you see how many different ways, just like there's many ways to bowl one-handed, there's an equal variety in the two-handers. That's a 5-pin for two-handers when they leave 9s. See Trey with a much lower backswing, very fast first steps, and he almost decelerates at the end, and then it's all upper body strength. Oh!
Really?
And are you kidding me? The only thing that can go wrong when he hits it there is sheer bad luck, and that's what that was. My goodness gracious. The pins, they just don't have time to hit the other pins. Maybe the one pin vaporized in front of the 10 or something. Throws a pin account away here too. That's something we might have to look at later. And another reprieve for Cobine. Are the bowling lords aligning for Danny?
He deserves it.
Well, he sort of looks like Russell Wilson in that the football gods have aligned for Russell, so maybe the bowling gods will align for Danny. That's a Super Bowl reference, folks.
All I know is Richard Sherman.
Don't you think he looks like Russell Wilson?
Richard Sherman runs like this today. He's not ever going to show.
He's a little mouthy. No. All that oil in the middle, if you tug it, the ball's more likely to go light rather than high. If you tug it enough and it just floats in that oil, that's what happened there as he leaves a tricky little left side cluster. Price has his own cluster to shoot at. Gets it nicely. But he also trails by quite a bit here. I don't know. Cartoons won't stop. There they go. Oh gosh.
46.
Yeah, 46 on the scoreboard, and he's getting 19.
Wow.
one of many ways to miss a 278 right there. Romero just has to keep the gas pedal on here. Sure does, boy. She's throwing a pretty ball or what? The only downside to her great bowling lately has been a little bit of a struggle in the semifinals. She's been up in the top 5 after qualifying almost every tournament. Has had some rough middle rounds. Not today, though. She shot 7, 8, 15, 621 scratch in the semifinals on that 173 average, that former 173 average. So it won't be after today.
Push. Push.
Ryan says push. It did. Just a ring and 10 for. We'll catch Danny's shot, and then we want you to catch part 2. And we'll see who our winners are. Shred.